man is affected, not by events but by the view he takes of them. This single statement can change your entire life, your time and energy, your efforts and your way of perceiving knowledge. Everything can be changed in your life if you just change the way you think. For example, if you are going for some important work and it starts to rain heavily, you cannot go on in the rain because you have other things to do that are more important. You may start to think that you have all the problems in the world and that your whole life is trash. You may wish that you had an easier life than everyone else. However, it is important to remember that everyone has problems. The universe is full of problems. Nothing is perfect. The definition of perfection is relative to other people's perspectives or to things that are in a better situation or place. A table never complains about its problems. You may say that this is a foolish question, but think about it for a second. Why is it that non-living things have many difficult situations but do not react? I know that some people say that energy is always transforming and changing, but this does not mean that non-living things feel sad or in pain emotionally or physically. Now you are going to tell me. So what? Should we become non-living? Is it possible to become non-living things? What is the purpose of this video and why have you wasted our time? Hold on, my friends, and I know it's weird to hearing that kind of things. The purpose is that you need to understand you are living beings and you are continuously changing. The change isn't stopping the universe after the Big Bang. So we should accept it that the universe continuously growing and the entropy is increasing. And you don't have power to control all of that mess. So just take deep breath and stop for a few minutes and think what you are doing in your life, what you want to do in your life, and what you should do with this precious gift, the life you've gotten. Otherwise you become a rock or a stone which laid on the ground. Just imagine for a moment you are stone, a non-living stone. Your all problems are gone. Anxiety, stress, anger are no more. No work, no worries. Just lay down whole life. Do you feel better? Do you become happy? Or the most important thing is, do you want to become human again? Think about it. It's the most important question of your life because now that you have what you wanted your whole life, are you happy and peaceful? And your purpose in life is to just lay on the ground, seeing the world where people are moving and you are stopped, stuck. Do you want that kind of life? I'm pretty sure you don't want it because your mind always focuses on problems. And now there are different problems I am facing again, so it won't change. It will be happening in your entire life. Once Marcus Aurelius said, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain about if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do? Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm? If you want to master Stoicism, so you need to remember one thing is most important and all the time. So I heard it, but I don't know if you understand it or not. It's focus on what you can control, not the things you can't control. It's the most important and powerful line, and it's, I think, the essence of the Stoicism. You cannot control the weather. You cannot know when it rains. You don't know. Will you live a good life or a bad or worse life? You don't know your future or the coincidence of your every action. Why do we burden ourselves with worries and regrets? Why do we keep revolving around our own paradox, frustrating ourselves with thoughts of what could have been or could be different? The universe is constantly changing and evolving, and we have no control over most of it. So why do we keep trying to control the uncontrollable? That's why you never take any action that is necessary at the present time. Stoicism knows that kind of problem very well. That's why they said to build a mindset that helps us survive in today's world. In today's world, you can't say that it's out of my control, so I shouldn't do it. In many situations that you can't control, so you just have to leave it. No, because if you do this, your boss or the work you are doing is going to stop and you will also get in trouble. So how can you handle that kind of situation? Where you are stuck in a place where you can't apply the Stoic teaching, and your own life experiences and perspective aren't enough to handle it. But even then, you have to handle it no matter how you do it. You cut your extra time and try to do your work. The Stoics never said you don't have to grow or learn in life. They just said that there are situations in life where you have no control. So don't just cry or get angry about that situation. You should have to start new work or focus on your growth. How can you grow yourself? What can you learn in the particular time? You need to build that kind of mindset so you will no longer see the world as the worst place to live. Instead, you will be happy that it's good, whether it's raining or I'm stuck in traffic. I can learn new things with time, and now that I have time to grow myself, you don't see the bad situations as problems. You will see it like you get a new opportunity to grow yourself because you don't have much time left. So you need to learn new things. Try to increase your productivity and utilize the whole amount of time that you have in this life. But I know that here it's hard to manage or maintain the mental peace or the implementation, which is also very hard. Yes, it's true, and it will take time too. You have to learn the Stoicism and say that you should be aware of your surroundings and take control of your mind, but it's very difficult, and I will not recommend doing so. Start with small, little steps, then go for bigger ones. Otherwise, you can expose yourself to the well of mental disorders, so beware of it. And in the modern world, if you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. And it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now. Marcus Aurelius. Define for me now what the indifferents are. Whatever we cannot control, tell me the upshot. They are nothing to me. Epictetus. There's a way to do competition in a way that doesn't breed jealousy or envy and is consistent with Stoicism. You have to frame competition as just a mechanism for personal growth. Like reducing food down to its components, you can reduce a concept down to its foundation to avoid the problems associated with it. So competition becomes a mechanism by which we use each other as a ladder to improve and climb higher than would be possible as individuals. In this way, competition becomes a team exercise in essence. Competition is, in fact, absolutely crucial to driving humanity forward. This is important because Stoicism, which rejects growth and progress as ways to be unhappy, is fallacious. They've assumed that you'll never be happy because you'll never achieve perfection, but I would argue that actually hitting perfection would cause unhappiness because the journey and the progress are the goals that make us happy. Stoicism is not about giving up, it's about growing up. Stoicism is the key to living a happy and fulfilling life, even in the modern world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And be sure to check out our other videos on Stoicism and other topics related to personal growth. What is one thing you learned about Stoicism from this video? Let me know in the comments below.